Hello, in this video I wish to show you how to use the browse function, which you can see here, on the library edition of the Western Front Association's Fold3. First of all, let's take a look at one of the cards that have recently been published. I'm going to search for a chap called Percy Jeeves. Put his name in there. And this is the chap here that I'm going to be showing you how to browse the website for his ledger. So, incidentally, Percy Jeeves is a cricketer who was immortalised by P.G. Wodehouse as Jeeves in the Jeeves and Worcester series. Anyway, what we have here is a number in the top corner, 4D16741. Now, of course, it's perfectly possible to find his ledger using the search button on Fold3. But there are, of course, some cases where it might not come up on a search. So this is why I want to show everybody about the browse feature. So let's return here and look at the browse feature. So the code number that we made a note of was 4D16741. So I think the first thing to do is to refer everybody to the article that I wrote, which appears on the Western Front Association website, entitled Understanding the Ledger Indexing. So this is the article here, Understanding the Ledger Indexing. So it can be found on the WFA pension record page here, so that's the article I'm referring to. So scrolling down here, what I want everybody to have a look at is this regional index here, which indicates regional numbers for Scotland, the Northern region, North West, Yorkshire, etc. So Percy Jeeves was number 4D16741, so that means region 4, the first number, is Yorkshire. So let's go back and have a look now at the browse function on Fold3. So using the browse function, we're going to go to all titles here. Then we're going to click on UK World War I pension ledgers and index cards. And then we're going to click on PRC ledgers, because that's what we're looking for. PRC ledgers again. Right, we now know that the code for Percy Jeeves, which began with 4, was for Yorkshire, so we'll click on Yorkshire. And the next part of the code was D, which is for dependents, so we're going to click on dependents. We now need to find the code range for the last part of the number, which was 16741. So scrolling all the way down here, you'll find 16741 is part of this particular range here. And here's a list of candidates, and here we have, in that particular range, Percy Jeeves and his ledger. So that is how you can find the ledger associated with the card using the browse feature. I will now go on to demonstrate a few more examples of this and what code numbers you'll need to be looking for. So what I've pulled up on screen here is a card for a chap called Joseph Machin. So looking for the relevant number, we have here in the top corner another type of number, which is 4W2346. So going back to the browse function, we'll have a look for 4W2346 using the procedure here, all titles, pension ledgers, PRC ledgers, PRC ledgers, 4 for Yorkshire again. W was for widows, and we'll look for 2346, which is going to be in this range, and the guy's name was Machin, and here he is. So here we have Joseph Machin's ledger. Right, let's look at another example here of another card, this time for a chap called Michael Canning. In the top corner here you'll see a number 13D6974. So let's use the browse function to have a look for this particular chap's card. So we'll go all titles again, pension ledgers, PRC ledgers, PRC ledgers. Now we happen to know that region 13 is Ireland. I'll refer you back to the article I mentioned before. And D is for dependents. And we've got to the number 6974, so we'll scroll down and it's going to be in this range. Michael Canning was his name, and here we have his ledger. So if we have a check, we'll find that this is an identical person to the one shown on the blue card that I showed you just a few moments ago. Okay, now for another type of code number, which is APW. You'll see this code here for APW 1792, so that's also a clue for another ledger. So we'll go back to the browse button and we'll find this particular person's ledger. It was for APW, so for again, once again, is Yorkshire. APW, that is this particular line here, alternative pensions for widows and dependents, and his code number was 1792. So it's going to be in this range, and it was Willie Bennett. So there we are, William Bennett. So once again, we've located his ledger using the browse function. So the next example I want to use here is a slightly more complicated or unusual card. This is for a chap called Frederick Cotman, regimental number 678232. This number here is what we're looking for, 11PP 27035. Now this is a little bit more complicated, so I'll just explain this when I go to the browse function. Before I go to the browse function, however, let's have a quick look again at this article, Understanding the Ledger Indexing. So if we scroll down here, what you'll find here is a passage where I start talking about the region 11, the Eastern London and South East area, and the fact that they've used the PP references instead of the normal routine references. So once you've understood this, what we're looking for, which is the PP numbers, that explains to a certain extent why we've got a PP number on Cotman's card. So now here we are at the browse function looking for the PP number for Cotman. So we're going to go all titles, ledgers, PRC ledgers, PRC ledgers. Now from that article that I've just referred to, we know that the PP numbers relate to the Eastern London and South East area. It's going to be the not stated section that we're looking for, and we're going to now look for the code number in the range 27035, which is going to be well down the list here. (27035), and we're going to be looking for Cotman, and here he is. So that's the card for the same chap, regimental number 678232. So that's as far as I'm going to take this particular video. I could use plenty of other examples, but I will refer everybody at this stage to the numerous articles on the WFA website here, which I will hopefully add to as time goes on. Thanks very much indeed for listening. Thanks a lot. Bye bye now.